The sound of waves crashes against ancient submerged columns, while air bubbles dance toward the surface. A diver slowly moves their flashlight, revealing intricate geometric patterns carved into stone that shouldn't be there, not 100 meters below sea level. Deep beneath the azure waters of our world's oceans lies one of humanity's most enduring mysteries. In 360 BCE, Plato, one of ancient Greece's greatest philosophical minds, penned an account so extraordinary that it has captivated imaginations for over 2 millennia. He described a civilization of such grandeur and technological advancement that it seemed to defy the very boundaries of reality itself. This was Atlantis, a vast island continent governed by kings who claimed direct lineage from Poseidon, the mighty god of the seas. Their realm was said to be a marvel of engineering and architecture, a testament to human ingenuity and divine inspiration. Yet, according to Plato's narrative, this magnificent civilization vanished beneath the waves in a single day and night of misfortune. But what truth lies behind these ancient words? Was Plato's account merely an elaborate philosophical allegory, designed to convey deeper truths about power, hubris, and the fate of nations? Or could there be historical facts woven into the fabric of this captivating tale? These questions have puzzled scholars, archaeologists, and historians for generations, driving them to search tirelessly for evidence of this lost paradise. The story of Atlantis transcends mere historical curiosity. It speaks to something deeper in the human psyche, our fascination with lost worlds, our quest to uncover the mysteries of our past, and our eternal hope of discovering something magnificent that was thought forever lost. It reminds us that beneath the waves of our oceans, countless secrets still await discovery, preserved in the timeless depths of the sea. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey, not just into the depths of the oceans, but through time itself. We'll examine the evidence, explore competing theories, and attempt to separate fact from fiction in one of ancient history's most compelling mysteries. Through modern scientific methods and archaeological discoveries, we'll piece together clues that might lead us closer to understanding whether this legendary civilization was pure myth, or if grains of truth lie buried beneath centuries of storytelling. Are you ready to dive into this fascinating journey through ancient history? Join us as we unravel the enigma of Atlantis, a tale that continues to challenge our understanding of human civilization and the possibilities that lie hidden in our planet's mysterious past. In the ancient dialogues of Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BCE, Plato presents us with what remains the most detailed and compelling description of Atlantis ever recorded. Through the voice of Critias, who claims to have received the story from his grandfather, who in turn heard it from Solon, one of Athens' wisest legislators, Plato weaves a tale of extraordinary detail and grandeur. According to these dialogues, Atlantis was a massive island continent, surpassing the combined size of Libya and Asia, situated beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. This geographical detail places Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean, challenging the maritime boundaries known to the ancient Greeks. The central city of Atlantis stood as a testament to architectural and engineering excellence that would rival or surpass any modern wonder. At its heart lay an ingenious system of 3 concentric rings of water alternating with rings of land, creating a series of natural moats that served both defensive and aesthetic purposes. These waterways, connected by elaborate bridges and tunnels, allowed ships to navigate directly into the heart of the city. Perhaps most intriguing was the presence of orichalcum, a mysterious metal that adorned the city's walls. Described as having a fiery gleam, this metal was said to be more precious than gold in the eyes of the Atlanteans. Modern scholars have debated whether this might have been an alloy of copper and gold, or perhaps another metal altogether lost to time. The crowning glory of the city was the Temple of Poseidon, a structure of such magnificence it challenged comprehension. Its exterior walls were entirely plated with silver, while the pinnacles were adorned with gold. Inside, the ceiling was crafted entirely of ivory, lavishly decorated with gold, silver, and orichalcum. At its center stood a massive statue of Poseidon himself, depicted driving 6 winged horses and surrounded by 100 nereids riding dolphins. The city's harbors were engineering marvels in their own right, featuring sophisticated docking systems and warehouses that could accommodate hundreds of ships. These ports were constantly bustling with vessels from every corner of the known world, making Atlantis a center of international trade and commerce. The harbor walls were constructed of red, black, and white stone, creating a striking visual display that would have impressed visitors approaching from the sea. Plato's account includes precise measurements and architectural details that seem unusually specific for a mere allegory. He describes the central island as being 50 stadia, approximately 9 kilometers, in diameter, with the rings of water and land being precisely measured. The main channel for ships was described as being 300 feet wide, demonstrating the grand scale of Atlantean engineering. The level of detail in Plato's description has led many historians and archaeologists to wonder whether he might have based his account on some historical reality, perhaps incorporating elements from various advanced civilizations known to the ancient Greeks. The precision with which he describes the city's layout, architecture, and materials suggests either an extraordinary imagination or access to some now-lost historical record. Plato also explains that this information had been preserved in Egyptian records, translated by Solon during his visits to Egypt. This detail adds another layer of intrigue to the account, as the ancient Egyptians were indeed known for their meticulous record-keeping and their preservation of historical knowledge that had been lost elsewhere in the ancient world. Whether Plato's account was meant as historical documentation or philosophical allegory, his description of Atlantis has become the foundation for all subsequent investigations and theories about this legendary civilization. The rich detail and architectural sophistication he describes continue to inspire both scholarly research and popular imagination, making Atlantis one of the most enduring mysteries of the ancient world. According to Plato's accounts, the Atlantean civilization represented the pinnacle of human achievement in the ancient world. Their society was far more than just an architectural marvel. It was a complex and sophisticated culture that had mastered numerous advanced technologies and social systems that would be impressive even by today's standards. The Atlanteans were masterful technologists for their time. Their engineering capabilities extended far beyond their magnificent buildings and harbors. They had developed advanced systems for water management, including complex networks of canals and irrigation systems that transformed their territory into incredibly fertile agricultural land. Their metallurgical knowledge was particularly noteworthy, especially in their work with the mysterious orichalcum, suggesting sophisticated understanding of mining and metal processing. Their writing system was remarkably advanced, enabling them to record their history, laws, and scientific knowledge. Plato describes their use of written laws, which were inscribed on a pillar of orichalcum in the Temple of Poseidon. This suggests a highly literate society, at least among its ruling classes, with a developed system of documentation and record-keeping that preserved their knowledge across generations. In agriculture, the Atlanteans were true innovators. They had developed sophisticated farming techniques that allowed them to harvest crops twice per year. Their irrigation systems and agricultural planning enabled them to produce abundant food supplies for their large population. They cultivated various fruits, vegetables, and flowers, and had developed methods for collecting and storing rainwater to sustain their agricultural needs during drier periods. The military might of Atlantis was particularly impressive. Their army of 10,000 war chariots represented an enormous military force for the ancient world. This was supplemented by a powerful navy that controlled much of the Mediterranean and Atlantic waters. Their military organization was highly structured, with different divisions responsible for specific aspects of defense and conquest. The chariots were stored in massive barracks, and regular military exercises were conducted to maintain readiness. However, the true complexity of Atlantean society lay in its social and political organization. The civilization was divided into distinct social classes, each with specific roles and responsibilities. At the top was a unique system of 10 kings, each ruling over their own territory, but coming together regularly in the Temple of Poseidon for governance and ritual purposes. These meetings included elaborate ceremonies and the making of important decisions about the empire's future. The Atlanteans had also developed a sophisticated legal system. Every 5 to 6 years, the kings would gather to discuss laws and judge important matters. Their judicial process included specific rituals and oaths, demonstrating a complex understanding of law and order. Yet, according to Plato, this advanced civilization was ultimately undone by its own success. As their power grew, so did their ambition and pride. The Atlanteans began to pursue aggressive expansion, attempting to conquer parts of Europe and Asia. Their greatest mistake was challenging Athens, which, despite being smaller, represented the forces of wisdom and justice in Plato's narrative. The hybris, extreme pride or self-confidence, of the Atlanteans reached such levels that it attracted divine punishment. As they fought against Athens approximately 9,000 years before Plato's time, the gods decided to end their civilization. Through a series of natural catastrophes, likely earthquakes and floods, the entire island continent of Atlantis sank beneath the waves in a single day and night of misfortune. This dramatic end serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and pride. Despite their remarkable achievements in technology, architecture, agriculture, and military organization, the Atlanteans' moral decay led to their downfall. Their story, as told by Plato, continues to resonate as a warning about the importance of maintaining ethical principles alongside technological and material progress. The legacy of Atlantean society, whether historical or allegorical, remains relevant today. Their alleged achievements remind us of humanity's potential for greatness, while their downfall warns us about the dangers of allowing power and pride to overcome wisdom and justice. Over the centuries, the search for Atlantis has evolved from pure speculation into serious scientific investigation. Modern archaeologists, historians, and geologists have proposed various locations and theories about this legendary civilization, each supported by intriguing evidence and scholarly research. The Santorini, ancient Thera, theory stands as one of the most compelling and scientifically supported hypotheses. This volcanic island in the Aegean Sea was home to the sophisticated Minoan civilization until its devastating destruction around 1600 BCE. The parallels between Plato's description of Atlantis and the Minoan civilization are remarkable. The Minoans possessed advanced architectural knowledge, created complex urban centers, and developed sophisticated art and writing systems. The island's destruction by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in recorded history matches the catastrophic end described in Plato's account. Archaeological evidence reveals multi-story buildings, advanced plumbing systems, and elaborate frescoes that demonstrate a level of sophistication matching Plato's descriptions. The tsunami generated by the eruption could explain the sinking of the civilization. The Tartessos theory focuses on a wealthy civilization that once existed in modern-day southern Spain. This location aligns perfectly with Plato's description of Atlantis being beyond the Pillars of Hercules, Strait of Gibraltar. Tartessos was renowned for its mineral wealth, particularly silver and gold, corresponding to Plato's description of Atlantis's resource abundance. Historical records indicate that this civilization had advanced metallurgical knowledge and maintained extensive trading networks throughout the Mediterranean. Archaeological evidence suggests that Tartessos mysteriously vanished around the 6th century BCE, possibly due to natural disasters or invasion. The Bimini Road hypothesis presents an intriguing possibility in the western Atlantic. Located off the coast of Bimini in the Bahamas, this underwater formation consists of regularly shaped limestone blocks arranged in what appears to be a purposeful pattern. While many geologists argue these formations are natural, supporters of the Atlantis connection point to their artificial-looking arrangement and the fact that they lie in an area that would have been above water during the last ice age. Native American legends of the region speak of ancient advanced civilizations, adding an interesting cultural dimension to this theory. The Malta theory suggests that the Mediterranean island nation, with its ancient megalithic temples and mysterious cart ruts, might be connected to Atlantis. The island's location and archaeological evidence of an advanced prehistoric civilization make it an interesting candidate. The Caribbean Basin theory proposes that Atlantis might have existed in the Caribbean Sea. Supporters point to underwater formations and the region's geological history, suggesting that large portions of land were submerged at the end of the last ice age. The North Sea theory examines the possibility that Atlantis was located in what is now the North Sea, an area known to have been above water during the last ice age. Recent archaeological discoveries of sophisticated prehistoric settlements in this region have lent some credence to this theory. Modern scientific methods have contributed significantly to these investigations. Satellite imagery has revealed ancient river systems and potential archaeological sites now submerged underwater. Advanced sonar mapping has discovered numerous underwater structures and formations that warrant further investigation. Geological studies have provided better understanding of ancient sea levels and catastrophic events that could have led to the submersion of coastal civilizations. DNA analysis and linguistic studies have helped track ancient population movements and cultural connections that might relate to the Atlantis story. While each theory has its merits and limitations, they all contribute to our understanding of ancient civilizations and geological events. The diversity of these theories demonstrates how Plato's account might incorporate elements from various advanced ancient societies that were known to the Greeks. The modern scientific approach to the Atlantis question has moved beyond simply trying to locate a single lost city. Instead, it has evolved into a broader investigation of how ancient civilizations developed, traded, and sometimes disappeared due to natural disasters or other causes. This research has led to valuable discoveries about our ancient past, regardless of whether Atlantis itself is ever found. Take a moment to consider, which of these theories do you find most convincing, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might offer new insights into this enduring mystery. The legend of Atlantis has transcended its ancient origins to become one of humanity's most enduring and influential cultural touchstones. Whether or not this advanced civilization ever existed in physical form, its impact on human culture, art, and intellectual pursuit has been profound and far-reaching. In literature, Atlantis has inspired countless works across genres and centuries. From Sir Francis Bacon's New Atlantis, 1627, which envisioned an advanced scientific utopia, to Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the lost civilization has captured authors' imaginations. Modern writers continue to reimagine the myth, with works ranging from serious historical fiction to science fiction and fantasy. Notable authors like Marion Zimmer Bradley, Clive Cussler, and Graham Hancock have all contributed to the rich tapestry of Atlantean literature. The visual arts have been equally enriched by the Atlantis myth. Painters, sculptors, and illustrators throughout history have attempted to capture the grandeur of the lost civilization. Renaissance artists depicted Atlantis as a classical paradise, while Victorian artists imagined steam-powered underwater cities. Contemporary artists continue to draw inspiration from the legend, creating everything from detailed architectural reconstructions to abstract interpretations of Atlantean themes. In cinema and television, Atlantis has proven to be an inexhaustible source of material, inspiring a variety of notable productions. One significant work is Disney's animated feature Atlantis, The Lost Empire, 2001, which reimagines Atlantean culture through a unique visual style and advanced technology. Another prominent entry is the popular television series Stargate Atlantis, which merges ancient myth with science fiction elements. Additionally, numerous documentaries have explored both the myth and the scientific search for historical evidence, alongside various independent films and series that continue to offer fresh interpretations of the legend. The influence of Atlantis extends deeply into popular culture and entertainment. Video games frequently feature Atlantean themes, creating immersive digital reconstructions of this legendary civilization. Comic books and graphic novels have incorporated Atlantean characters and storylines, especially within superhero universes. Moreover, board games, role-playing games, and other forms of interactive entertainment regularly draw upon Atlantean mythology. Beyond entertainment, Atlantis has significantly impacted philosophical and scientific pursuits. The search for Atlantis has inspired numerous important archaeological discoveries, contributing to the development of modern underwater archaeology. Furthermore, the drive to explore potential Atlantean sites has spurred advancements in new technologies for underwater exploration and archaeological investigation. The story of Atlantis' destruction serves as a powerful metaphor for environmental concerns, particularly regarding rising sea levels and climate change. Philosophically, it prompts important discussions about the balance between progress and wisdom, the relationship between human civilization and natural forces, the cyclical nature of civilizations' rise and fall, and the importance of maintaining ethical principles alongside technological development. Academically, the legend of Atlantis has spawned entire fields of study that combine archaeological investigation, historical research, geological studies, anthropological analysis, and linguistic research. It also serves as an excellent teaching tool for subjects such as ancient history and civilization, geological processes and natural disasters, critical thinking and evidence evaluation, as well as the relationship between myth and historical fact. In modern relevance, the Atlantis myth continues to resonate with contemporary concerns. It speaks to our anxieties about environmental catastrophe, while reflecting our hopes for recovering lost knowledge and wisdom. The tale warns about the potential consequences of technological hubris and encourages exploration and scientific discovery. Ultimately, the cultural legacy of Atlantis represents a unique fusion of history, myth, science, and imagination. It demonstrates humanity's endless fascination with lost knowledge and forgotten wisdom, advanced ancient civilizations, the mysteries of ocean depths, and the cyclical nature of human achievement and disaster. As we continue into the 21st century, the legend of Atlantis shows no signs of diminishing in cultural significance. Instead, it continues to evolve, finding new relevance in each generation's concerns and aspirations. The story remains a powerful reminder of human potential for both greatness and folly, and continues to inspire new generations of artists, writers, scientists, and explorers. Consider this. How has the story of Atlantis influenced your own imagination or understanding of ancient civilizations? The enduring power of this legend lies not just in its historical mystery, but in its ability to spark wonder and contemplation in each new generation. The quest for Atlantis has entered an exciting new era, powered by cutting-edge technology and modern scientific methods. Recent discoveries across our world's oceans have reignited the possibility that ancient civilizations, perhaps even Atlantis itself, lie waiting to be discovered in the depths below. In the Mediterranean Sea, underwater archaeologists have made remarkable finds. Off the coast of Egypt, the lost city of Heracleion emerged from beneath the waves. Once a mighty port city, it now rests under 150 feet of water, its temples, statues, and countless artifacts perfectly preserved by the sea. This discovery proved that entire cities could indeed be swallowed by the ocean, lending credence to similar accounts from ancient times. Near the Greek island of Pavlopetri, researchers uncovered an entire submerged Bronze Age city. The settlement's layout remains incredibly well preserved, complete with streets, buildings, and tombs dating back some 5,000 years. This discovery represents one of the oldest submerged urban settlements ever found. Advanced sonar technology has revealed massive structures deep in the Atlantic Ocean. Off the coast of Cuba, researchers detected what appears to be an ancient urban complex nearly 2,200 feet below the surface. The structures show precise geometric patterns that suggest intelligent design rather than natural formation. While investigation continues, these findings have sparked intense debate in the archaeological community. Perhaps most intriguing are the discoveries related to post-Ice Age flooding. As the last ice age ended approximately 11,600 years ago, sea levels rose dramatically, submerging vast areas of coastal land. This timing coincides remarkably with Plato's dating of Atlantis' destruction. Evidence of advanced coastal civilizations from this period continues to emerge. In the Persian Gulf, researchers have found settlements that were submerged when the ocean rose, while in the Black Sea, ancient shorelines and human structures rest hundreds of feet below current sea level. The Gulf of Cambay off India's western coast yielded another stunning discovery. Underwater surveys revealed a massive urban settlement extending over 5 miles, featuring massive structures, human remains, and artifacts dating back at least 9,500 years. This finding challenged conventional theories about the age of complex human civilization. Modern satellite technology has revolutionized underwater archaeology. Using advanced radar and imaging systems, researchers can now identify potential sites of interest from space. These technologies have revealed numerous underwater anomalies that warrant further investigation, including what appear to be artificial structures and organized patterns that seem too regular to be natural formations. Deep-sea robotics and advanced diving equipment now allow unprecedented access to previously unexplorable depths. Remote-operated vehicles equipped with high-definition cameras and sampling tools can investigate sites too deep or dangerous for human divers. These technological advances have opened up vast new areas of the ocean floor to archaeological investigation. DNA analysis has also provided fascinating insights. Studies of genetic markers in Mediterranean populations have revealed unexpected connections between ancient peoples, suggesting advanced maritime cultures existed far earlier than previously thought. These findings align with accounts of far-reaching ancient civilizations like the one Plato described. While none of these discoveries has definitively proven Atlantis' existence, they have demonstrated that ancient civilizations were far more advanced and widespread than once believed. They show that rising seas have indeed swallowed entire cities, and that our ancestors were capable of building impressive structures that could survive millennia underwater. As technology continues to advance and our ability to explore the depths improves, we may yet uncover evidence that will shed new light on Plato's ancient account. Until then, each discovery provides another piece in the fascinating puzzle of our ancient past, reminding us that beneath the waves, countless mysteries still await discovery. Throughout our journey into the enigma of Atlantis, we have explored ancient texts, examined modern theories, and witnessed how cutting-edge technology continues to unveil new possibilities. Yet perhaps the true significance of Atlantis lies not in whether we ultimately find its physical remains, but in how this enduring legend continues to inspire and challenge us. Atlantis represents humanity's greatest aspirations and deepest fears. In its grandeur, we see reflections of our own technological achievements and architectural marvels. In its downfall, we find warnings about hubris and the delicate balance between progress and wisdom. The story resonates across millennia because it speaks to fundamental truths about human nature and civilization itself. The search for Atlantis has driven remarkable archaeological discoveries, advancing our understanding of ancient civilizations far beyond what we might have achieved otherwise. Each submerged city, each underwater structure, and each artifact recovered from the depths adds another piece to our understanding of humanity's rich past. These discoveries remind us that our ancestors were far more sophisticated and capable than we once assumed. Moreover, the legend of Atlantis serves as a powerful metaphor for our contemporary world. As we face modern challenges like climate change and rising sea levels, Plato's account of a great civilization lost to the waves takes on new relevance. It prompts us to consider our own vulnerability and the importance of maintaining harmony with our natural environment. The story also highlights the critical importance of preserving knowledge and learning from the past. Just as the ancient Egyptians preserved the tale of Atlantis for Solon, who passed it to Plato, we bear responsibility for protecting and transmitting the wisdom of previous generations. Every archaeological site, every ancient text, and every historical artifact holds potential lessons for our future. Perhaps most importantly, Atlantis reminds us that the greatest mysteries still await discovery. In an age when we might feel that all the world's secrets have been revealed, the enduring enigma of Atlantis suggests otherwise. It challenges us to keep exploring, questioning, and seeking understanding of our past. As we conclude our exploration of this fascinating legend, we should remember that the true value of the Atlantis myth lies not in finding a lost city, but in what the search itself reveals about human potential and resilience. It shows us that the pursuit of knowledge, the drive to create, and the desire to understand our origins are fundamental aspects of human nature that transcend time and culture. The legacy of Atlantis endures because it speaks to something profound in the human spirit: our eternal quest for knowledge, our capacity to imagine and create wonders, and our deep connection to the civilizations that came before us. Whether Atlantis existed as Plato described it or not, its story continues to inspire new generations to explore, discover, and learn from the past. As we face the challenges of our own time, the tale of Atlantis reminds us that civilization is both remarkable and fragile. It challenges us to build wisely, to progress thoughtfully, and to remember that even the greatest achievements require careful stewardship to endure. And so we conclude our extraordinary journey through ancient history. The search for Atlantis continues, not just in the depths of our oceans, but in the ongoing human quest to understand who we are and where we came from. For in understanding our past, we find guidance for our present and hope for our future.